Good evening, traders. Today is Friday, January 6th, 5:35 p.m. Markets are closed. Can anyone confirm for me? I heard a rumor that the markets were in the green today. Wonder if that's true or not. Well. I've got a good one for you guys today. We are going to go over the details of what happened during the day intraday, but more importantly, I'm going to summarize in this video what happened, the four biggest clues or hints the markets gave over the last two trading days, not including today, so that would be Wednesday and Thursday. The four hints of strength that this was coming. Okay, and then we're going to conclude the video with a presentation of some suggested paths where the market could go. I'm going to show you some Elliott wave submissions from fellow YouTuber Yang Bai, and then I'm going to give you my rudimentary projection of where it could go after I show you his Elliott wave submission. Okay, so let's get right on to it. Well. Okay, I know this screen looks busy, but boy, I tell you, it's important. All these levels, right? The 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour, the 1 day, the 1 week, the week, the EMA and SMA lines. How did they fare today? Well, let's have a look here. So, let's start with the morning time, right? As the non-farm payrolls came out, look how perfectly they touched each one of these. Look at that. This is the 5-minute chart. Look at that. Stopped, 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 stopped. Trying to get resistance, couldn't quite do it. Came back down on the EMA, the 4-hour EMA, kind of meandered a little bit. Tried to find support, lost it. Tried to come back up. So you see over and over and over again. Once again, I mean, look at this. Just boom, resistance, coming down at support. Lost it, comes back up, resistance. Okay, so it was once again absolutely essential that these levels are drawn out ahead of time, because boy, they definitely give you a roadmap of where the market is going, right? It's like, oh, I see what, okay. Now, this is important. I will agree with another fellow YouTuber. He said, ooh, that might be a bull trap. Okay, might be a bull trap. But when I went back and thought about it, actually, and I'm going to show you this in the subsequent slides, this is one of the four hints that there was strength. This came Wednesday, 2 days ago. That it made this retracement back down today because it had to me, this is my interpretation, it had to prove there was strength in this rally. It wasn't just a big short squeeze. It came back to the 5-minute EMA, came under it, and from underneath it, took it, back tested, and took off. Remember, I was harping on that 2 days ago on Wednesday. I was like, you've got to be able to do it during the trading hours, full stop. And it did it. So, despite surging up, it came all the way back down almost to prove a point. To me, it's like, yeah, okay, all right, I got you. Because I'll tell you why. I highlighted this red candle right here. Here's the EMA. Here's the 5-minute EMA red line, right? Let's go over here. That red candle closed at 380.74. Guess what the EMA line was? 380.74 to the penny. Right? That is not coincidence or an accident. Okay? So that's what I wanted to show you about that. So as you see here, as it was traversing back up the levels, it was just boom, finding resistance, back testing, boop, breaking it, finding resistance, back testing, boop, breaking it. See, this was a classic, like it put on a clinic today of how to clear levels by pushing up, back test, pushing up, back test, pushing up, back test, pushing up, back test, pushing up. See what I mean? That's classic clinic. So yeah, I'm definitely saving this slide because this is the best I can even demonstrate to you of failures, right? Coming down, trying to find support, coming down, hitting resistance, coming up, finding resistance, failing, failing, failing. You see what I mean? It was fantastic. This is like the perfect day to show all of the how patterns are failing and succeeding. Okay. Now, this is also important. General rules of thumb. They're not hard and fast rules. Okay. EMA 50 lines are pivot points and resistance. Generally, they are resistance. Okay. You notice that you, you know it comes up like here's resistance, here's resistance, here's resistance, here's resistance, here's resistance. That requires a back test in order to overtake it. Okay. So in general, EMA 50 lines, those red lines are your resistance lines. And especially the 4 hour, the 4 and the 6 hour, those are hugely important lines. As you will see, even the surge this morning went past the 4 hour, well, failed at the 6 hour, right? Comes back down, tried to take the 6 hour again, nope. So I had to come up, and then I found resistance at the 4 hour, had to back test, took it, got resistance at the 6 hour, back test twice, took it. So clearly this zone is the gauntlet, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not to belittle the 1 hour at all, but the 1 hour is also important, right? Because it clearly, look at that, wick down. See that? It got rejected. On this back test phase, wick down. Okay? So, but as it came back up, it still was met with the 1 hour EMA 50. So the red EMA 50 is important, and they are generally resistance lines. They can obviously function as support lines, sure, like right here, right? Obviously. But they are more known for resistance, meaning if you can't clear it, well, that's kind of it. That's it. That's where the rally stops. If you can't clear it, okay? Now, SMA 20, the gray lines, they are typically support lines, typically, right? But they could be resistance too, right? Like right here. This was a resistance line. Came up, oh, got wick down. See right there. So they can be resistance too, just like right here. Big old wick. It obviously pushed up and then it came down. Okay, but generally SMA lines are more known for support than they are resistance. Okay, so when it fails, see like here, wick, it's going to try to find support on the SMA line. Typically, just rule of thumb. It's not a hard and fast rule. Okay, like this. Okay, see it's coming down. Oh, it's consolidating under it, but it was support before. See that? It was trying to bounce off of it as support. See, it's using it as support. Okay. Now, and I'll show you this more on the next slide. Working examples of the SMA 20 is support if the momentum is strong. Okay, but the SMA 20 is resistance if the momentum is weak. All right. Okay. So let's get into that. So right now you see here, SMA is support right here when the momentum is strong. Right? The momentum is strong. It's support. It doesn't even have to bother with the EMA, right? Like right here, the 5-minute EMA, it doesn't even bother. It's like, no, I'm good. The momentum is so strong, it's using the SMA as support. Okay, so let's check out the next one. FOMC is the best example of this. Before FOMC, leading up to the 12-13 CPI, so look at how it was using the SMA 20 as support, especially like right here. See that? It was using it as support. Using this as support. Okay? When the momentum is strong. What happens when momentum is weak? Not so much. It's now resistance. Like here. Here. Okay, it's resistance. It's resistance. These two circles right here and here. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. You didn't even try to touch the SMA 20. You didn't even attempt it. When that happens, guys, when you see, this is the 5-minute chart intraday. When you don't even attempt it, okay, then you can just hold on to your puts because, oh, you're going down the next day. You haven't found bottom, okay? So this is a great example of this. Didn't even make an attempt, okay? You're going down. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you about that slide. Okay, here's the first market tell. The first of the four market tells, like in the movie Rounders from 1998, when Matt Damon spotted KGB's tell with the Oreo cookies. This was on Wednesday, January 4th. Okay, and this was the moment. There was a sign of strength. It was in this session right here that I did, titled Destination, right? And here's where I talked about it. The EMA 50, the 5 minute, on the 5 minute, I think the closed caption is not quite right. 5 minute SMA 20. It's actually EMA. It overtook this. That's my point. That's when I called it out in this video, okay? And then I also said this is key because I've been tracking this thing. You guys know I've been watching the 5 minute EMA 50. I keep repeating myself like a broken record, but it's that important. It's that important. That's why I'm talking about it again, because I think this on Wednesday, January 4th, up here at 10:50 a.m. This was the first hint that there was strength. There was strength here. Okay, this, and then I noted in that same video, for the first time since FOMC December 14th. Right? We're sitting here on January 4th now. That's been about 3 weeks ago, right? So we've been falling for 3 weeks. This is the first time during the trading hours on the 5 minute session it took the EMA 50 back. It took it and successfully back tested, and it took it up. Okay? I was like, oh, that's important. That's not a fluke. There's strength here. So it started 2 days ago on Wednesday, January 4th. Okay, that's the first clue. This is the first of four. Okay, here's the second clue, the second tell. Thursday, that would have been yesterday. Remember when I called out in this video 7 times? 7 times it tried to retake the SMA 20 despite a significant fall. Significant fall, right? Here it is, right there. Plain as day. Boom, 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 boom. Fell down to the hive, actually. We fell down to the hive. We went below the hive. See, here's the, right? We went below the hive. There's where we went. We went down underneath the hive, okay? So, but despite that, 7 times we tried to retake the SMA, the gray SMA 20 line. And I talked about it previously. When you don't have momentum, you might not even attempt it at all. But yet we attempted it 7 times yesterday. Okay? So that is clue number 2, that there's strength, that there was strength there. All right? How about clue number 3? What about clue number 3? Primarily on the 4-hour chart, there is bullish divergences of happening, and we're talking about days apart, right? We're talking about it over a period of days, not this week. It was actually as of from the December 20th to the 28th. Despite making lower lows here on the price action, this is SPY futures, 4-hour chart. You made higher lows on the MACD. That's bullish. And then this past week, over the last few days, you're making lower highs, but you're basically staying flat. You weren't making lower highs on the MACD. Okay? And then on the RSI, there's bullish divergence. As of yesterday, there's bullish divergence. Despite, right here, MACD 4 hours trending down. Right? There's bullish. I was like, uh-oh. Okay? So, And then on the 1 hour chart, you see bullish divergences here over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trade over the last week. Bullish divergence. Okay. Now, so what was the fourth clue? Here's the fourth tell. As you know, this is the rising channel. As you see, every time it touches the bottom of the hive, it rips the other way, including today. It went from the bottom to the top. Okay? It was not playing around. You know, it's my opinion that I think the only way you are going to lose the hive, you're going to have to come from a significant fall, like higher than where we closed today. It's got to be significant. It's to the point where it just pushes right through it. It's like you lost it, because as we've seen even yesterday, I don't think you're going to meander down and lose it. You're not going to grind down, 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 down. Oh, we lost it. I don't think so. Something's got to push us down there. And I think that is from a much higher height than where we are, than where we closed today. It's got to just push it. Like, oh, no, it's gone. It's got to slice through it like it wasn't even there. Okay? So, okay. So that is the 4 clues. Starting Wednesday, the 5-minute candle actually overtook the EMA 50, right? During the trading day. Okay? That's the first clue. Second clue is it attempted 7 times to reclaim the SMA 20 line. And on top of that, you saw that huge spike, boom, pushed up like a rocket. I was like, ooh, that's not a sign of weakness, right? I forgot to mention that in the previous slide. Okay, so that's the second one. And then the third clue is the 4 hour, right? The divergences you see, okay? And then this is the fourth clue, the hive. Every time it touches the hive's bottom, you get stung, okay? Just boom. Every time it rips the other way. It rips the other way, okay? You know, so as a matter of fact, it rips from the bottom to the top. Bottom comes up, down to the top, right? So it's just don't mess with the hive. That's all I'm going to say. Don't short at support, and especially don't short at the hive. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. All right? And this is basically the first slide that you saw on the splash screen. I just wanted to include that here for posterity, you know, all by itself. Okay? Now let's get on to the next slide. Thank you, fellow YouTuber Yang Bai. He's very good with Elliott Wave. He gave me, and I wanted to share this with you guys in the community. These are just proposed or suggested possibilities, like I'm going to show you in the next slide as well. Those are some things that I'm suggesting as possibilities. Basically, he gives you the bear case, and then he gives you the bull case. Okay, let's get into the bear case. Now, just to get your bearings on, here's this line right here is the channel bottom. That's the hive. Right here is where we are today. Right here. Okay. Up here was December 13th. Okay. So this would have been August, and I think that's April. Okay. Now let's just go. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to keep this real high level. Okay, because I'm not an Elliott wave expert. That's why I called on Yang to show me some charts of possible paths. So if we start with, let's just go real quick. A, B, C. C is 1213 CPI high, right? Right there, C. So from C, you go, this is the bear case. 1, 2, this is where we close today. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? 5 ends up all the way down here. 3,000, and we'll just say, just close enough to 3104, something like that. Okay? So this point, in the bear case, so from here to here, this is where we're looking to go. In the bear case, your targets are SPY 388, 393, 398, 4035. Okay, that's the bear case. All right. Skip on over to the bull case. Here's the bottom of the channel. Here's the hive. Yeah, the bull case for you bulls, you're probably gonna like this. I might even need to zoom out so you can really see it. So here is the hive, October 13th low. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would be in leg 4 right now in the bull case. 5. This is where we close today. This is where leg 5 is. You guys want to notice that this channel top, this is the ascending channel that I've always had drawn for a long time? Yeah, we're basically going to the top of that channel. Remember that, the ascending channel, and here's the descending, here's the lower, the hive. So, in the bull case, you're going to the moon up here, right? You're going to the moon. So, that's what SPY 432? Okay? Something like that. I'm just subtracting. I usually subtract 4 from this is S&P 500 E-mini futures, okay? 4360, I just subtract 4, that's 432 SPY. Okay? Way up here, all right? So, I just wanted to give you the bull and the bear case of possibilities, okay? Just food for thought. Please leave a comment what you think, Okay, so you saw this is very technical, right? Very advanced. Let me show you my rudimentary, super basic. Here's my Elliott. This is Wolf's. This is not Elliott wave. This is Wolf's wave. Okay? All right, here we go. You guys remember I did a previous session on you find this is the 4-hour chart. You find the MACD that has bullish divergence, which is right here, right? Compared to this. And then you pick the descending side, which is the red side. Pick the descending side. And then you start connecting dots, right? Start connecting the wicks. Okay? I remember in previous episode, that's exactly how I drew out channel lines, like the lower channel, right? Lower channel of how I got the hive. That's kind of how I was like, ooh, I see what's going on here. Okay? So, as you see here, when you join all these wicks, this is totally arbitrary, right? It's like, well, this is me picking, well, it could go here, it could go there, well, it could join with that wick. I'm just connecting dots arbitrarily. Okay? These could be possible targets where it's going. Hey, you want to know something particular? This gray line that I drew in, oh, look at that. That just kissed the top of today's candle. See that? It boop, kissed it perfectly. And I wasn't actually aiming for this. I was joining, like this candle wick low with this point. And it just happens to like, oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, see? It's like, oh, that's not coincidence. That's not coincidence. Problem is, I don't know which one of these is the true target. But I will tell you that most of the gray lines point to 402. But I don't know what that means, though. I don't know what that means, right? Well, 394 is got a couple lines there. See that? So there you have it. Those are just some suggestions, and that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Feel free to please follow me on Twitter. I'm giving real-time updates as we go along during the trading day. Please give it a like, share, subscribe. Click to be notified when I release a new video. And glad you guys had a great trading day. I will talk to you again Monday morning when we have futures play out, and uh, let's just let's just see where it goes. Let's see if I can pick out some head fakes, or if Monday's going to be, a pullback day. Because man, today was just, whew, it just kept on going like Energizer Bunny all the way to the end. Okay, so with that, I will talk to you guys again soon. Agent 000 signing off.